If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Do you have questions on where to go, what to do, or where to hang out after the pandemic? Well, tonight we talk about some trending places to go and things to do after COVID-19. Stay tuned for today's episode of The Real Girlfriends Across America. Hello, this is Corinne, and I am the host for this call tonight. We are the Real Girlfriends Across America, and this is a company that has a foundation and a mission to build lifelong friendships with women across the globe. Call us at 516-387-1748 every Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as we bring hot new trending topics, and we want to hear from you. So don't hesitate to send us an email or send us a DM with any suggestions that you have for our next show. And tonight I have on the show with me Tawanda, Annie, and the host of Other Girlfriends Listening from Home. And how are you ladies doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing.
Hello.
Awesome.
Tonight, awesome. And like we stated in the intro, we're talking about places to go and things to do in this episode. So I know, as we know, the pandemic has changed a lot of things and how we move and, how we even entertain ourselves. So, there's a whole bunch of new platforms now that are popular because we have no other options but to stay at home. And I know that now things are starting to open up. So what are you guys doing now to, entertain yourself? So I'm going to go to you, Annie.
Oh, well, Netflix is my best friend. I just binge-watched the third season of Ozark and the second season of The Umbrella Academy. Very happy with the results. About to figure out what my next binge-worthy show is going to be. I really like Netflix. Having grown up back in the day when there was, the tube television that you only had 12 channels and an antenna, it's really cool to be able to have so many choices and so much out there to watch. And I really like watching documentaries, and I like to do research on things. And then I've been doing podcasts. So I've been keeping pretty busy, actually.
Cool. I maybe because I haven't been on Netflix in maybe over a month, and the last time I was on there, it was for a week, and I was then watching 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, I watched that already last year. You got to watch out, man. Yeah, you can get stuck. It's crazy. That's what just happened to me. I started watching that last season, or the second season of Umbrella Academy. Next thing I know, I'm watching Ozark. And I'm it's been 3 days.
I think I spent a couple of days watching it, and then I had to move on. But I haven't been back on Netflix since, because like you said, it's addicting. And what about you, Tawanda?
Cool, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. You think it's pretty cool?
Yeah, I think what's pretty cool about it is how many options we have, and that it gives so many opportunities to people that, like the Netflix and the Hulus and all of those give opportunities to independent filmmakers to show their work in a much easier platform to get into than Hollywood. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool that we have access to that.
Yeah, I do too. Everything is in the hand's reach, or at the grip of your fingertips nowadays with technology.
Right. It's crazy.
And what about you, Tawanda? How do you preoccupy your time now that the pandemic is here and things are now opening up?
Yeah, definitely. I really ditto what Annie just said because I'm definitely a Netflix queen. I watch it all day long while working. Definitely want to put that part out there because I can never just sit and watch and not do anything. And you just mentioned the Umbrella Academy. I Googled it to see, hey, because I'm looking for stuff to watch. So now that I know you are a Netflix junkie, we can swap stuff because I watch Ozark. Yeah, I watch Ozark. Freaking amazing. I'm about to wrap up The Intelligence. I like psychological suspense type stuff. So, oh yeah, it's really really good. And I'm watching Quantico at the same time. They just kind of disappointed me in season 2, so I've kind of put that on a hiatus. But in addition to Netflixing, balance is important because I don't really want to say workaholic, but I'm always working. But watching Netflix. And in addition to Netflix, I'm on Amazon Prime. I think I'm gonna do like a BET Plus trial. But in addition to like that, I'm also dialing into this call is like recreation for me because 30 minutes to an hour, 5 days a week. I'm like, okay, I'm stopping everything. I'm gonna dial in. I'm gonna talk to some other smart women about a unique topic. So that also has become a great recreation for me that I'm looking forward to doing long term. So those are pretty much the two main things as far as, having human environment and contact. So, yeah, that's why when I hop on these calls, I really don't ever want to get off because, like, oh, my gosh, I'm talking to someone else instead of talking to myself all day.
Yeah, I feel the same way because I'm usually by myself. So it's like human contact.
Absolutely. I can't touch you, but I can talk to you.
Exactly. And so what did you do before the pandemic, like for fun? What would you do?
Well, you know what? Like, for me, like, before the pandemic, I definitely do enjoy, like, the TV shows and stuff, but I would probably do that half as much because I would be on the go. Even though, like, I work from home, but I also work from wherever I am. So I would actually go out to, like, Panera Bread just to kind of, like, network, or I'll be setting up meetings. So I would really be out and about. And I'm on the road normally, like, half of the month anyway, in and out of different places. So that is the biggest difference. And like Annie just said while we were in queue before the call started, like, oh, my gosh, I wouldn't mind going to a movie. So it would be like movie, dinner, visiting someone else. Like the social calendar was definitely pretty full. So now it's like a really big drought.
Yeah, because no one wants to have human contact, and it's like, well, what are we going to do? What's open?
And it's been months.
Right.
Yeah, and it's been months. Like it's over 3 months. We damn near at 6 months of this stuff. Oh my God.
And what about you, Annie? What did you used to do before the pandemic for fun?
Well, it's actually funny because I've been, more active and out there more since the pandemic because before I was a bartender, and I did that, and that was pretty social. But then I broke my back and I was in the hospital for a long time. And so it was like I spent a long time, a lot of the months of last year doing that. And then coming out of that, and then as soon as I was getting back on my feet, the pandemic came. So it was a really rough year. So, yeah, like I've actually thrived well over where I was at last year in the pandemic, but it's because I keep working. That's I've always just worked. I've always known that if I work, I will earn my money and I can pay for my bills.
Okay. And going back to what Tawanda had brought up when she stated that when before the pandemic, she would go to like places like Panera Bread, and I'm sure that a lot of us went out shopping and just went out and basically just consumed the local businesses. So it's estimated over 25,000 stores are still being affected and could still close due to the corona pandemic, according to a new report from Coresight Research. And one of the biggest industries that was hit by the coronavirus is the USA retail, transportation, and travel industry. So, yeah, those industries definitely have been affected because, we couldn't obviously go out to shop, but obviously the online businesses and that platform, they've seen a boost. But in terms of brick and mortar locations, they did not obviously, strive in that particular environment. And was there anything, I'm sorry, that anyone wanted to add?
No, that was really interesting information. And if something don't happen soon, things are going to get worse and worse. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Interesting statistics.
So, do you girls think that you did more virtual shopping once the pandemic hit?
Nope.
Oh, no, I've always. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Go ahead, Annie.
No. I don't do that. I just don't have the means to do a lot of shopping. I've been living on such a tight budget, and I've never really been a person that likes to online shop. I like to go to the store and get my stuff. And the only time that's really necessary is like Christmas Eve for Christmas Day or whatever. Or if I absolutely need something, or grocery shopping. I enjoy grocery shopping. I really do. And it's great now because it's that busy out there.
Well, I'm totally opposite. Online is the way.
Yes. I've been doing online grocery shopping for years.
Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. I know one of my friends that lives in a different state, she actually does it online, because what I didn't realize was through Amazon Prime it's actually free. Like when you do it through the store that they're partnering with. I'm like, oh wow, that's really good to know.
Yeah, it's a lot of collaborations now due to like just things having to change just because they have to get creative on how we do things now. And we're going to take a brief break.
I honestly feel.
I'm sorry?
I said I honestly feel like
what were you going to say, Annie?
Really taking away from human connection, in my opinion. We have enough issues with people being kind of crappy to each other, and it's like I feel like the less people interact with each other, the more hostile they can get and isolate, and that's bad news for a lot of people. I just feel like I hope it ends soon so that people can, you never know. There's people out there that need that contact. That's all they get, I feel like I hope it ends soon.
Well, I'm not sure about your state, and maybe if you guys both can speak about each individual state, but I know in the state of Philadelphia, or I should say the city of Philadelphia, the state of Pennsylvania, one option that they have done is they opened outdoor seating. So there's a lot more options for restaurants that are already open. In some areas, they extended the street. So they blocked off the street so that they can now extend their dining area. So have you guys experienced anything similar in your state?
I've seen a lot of places, like in Atlanta, they definitely were doing that. But for me, honestly, until this thing gets a little better, I have only been going to places that I really, really need to go. And I'm all about, like I know there's like DoorDash and stuff like that, but I'm cool with cooking something simple. So, yeah, I've only been places that I really, really need to go, or the drive-thru if I have to go out.
I don't know. Here in Arizona, I guess there's a lot of places shut down still. Some places just do takeout, but there is dine-in, but, they have like half of the places blocked off. And you have to wear a mask to the table. You can take your mask off when you're sitting at your table, but you have to wear a mask to and from the table. And, it's just, that's just become the new norm, I guess. But all the bars are closed down. Like, if they don't have at least 50% food sales, they're closed.
Yeah, a lot of places are like that. We're actually going to take a break, but when we come back, I'm going to actually share with you guys the interesting list that I did come up with, the things that you can do and the places that you can go during the pandemic.